So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
Please welcome our lads to the field.
I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And now, lining up
In a system
for
like this,
Arsenal,
Peter, the winger-fullback
#1,
combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And that gets things running. This is one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Oh, good take in a good area. It's Van Basten! And it's Messi. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a great ball here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm going to opt for the versatile Danny Welbeck. His preference, I'm sure, would be to play through the middle to score as many as possible, and he'll be judged on that ultimately. But he makes his pace count in wider areas too, and I think that's where he can be most effective.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Now it's Messi. Rivaldo. The most accurate pass. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And this is Van Basten. And here's Azar. Now this could be a chance. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the shot's on here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Now it's Welbeck, and he's being shifted off it. And back to the keeper they go. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rodri. Jimenez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now the delivery. That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Has a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Joel Veltman. Now it's Welbeck. Out towards the flank. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mitoma. Now it's Welbeck. Now it's Welbeck. This looks promising. Azar. And it's Kirkes. Here's Rodri. Bastoni. Saliba. And Jimenez. And it's Messi. Rivaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Messi. Mitoma. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Van Basten. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And this is Hazard. Kirkes got a long way forward to join the attack. Joel Veltman. And it's Hazard. Rijkaard. Kirkes. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into the box. And again! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Rivaldo. And this is Messi. And this is Rivaldo. And this is Van Basten. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Dunk. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Great vision. Van Basten! He has done it! The breakthrough arrives at last! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Toma. And they've got a throw. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rivaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Welbeck. Spread out to the left. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free. Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Van Basten. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread it left. Played out to the left flank. Hazard is onto it in a flash. Arsenal clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. Rodri receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Van Basten. And it's Kirkes. Van Basten. It's not an especially good pass, that.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Backward it goes. And here's Van Basten. Mitoma. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is that. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look.